where have we been?
Well, good morning.
Is everything okay? No, it's not okay. Stressed out. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm tired.
For
Lucy,
real,
go.
though. Lucy, love you, go.
This ain't the time.
Don't stress out your dad right now.
You guys know we haven't posted in days.
Well, we normally don't post Coffee with Crockers on the weekends now.
Yeah, kind of some time off of that.
Yeah, and then, so I guess it has been days, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
We didn't post.
Yeah.
We were doing,
First
of all.
So much so that people are reaching out now.
I was going to say, there's a couple people that reached out.
Yeah.
But that was like, we were just doing a bunch of things behind the scenes and having the morning together, basically.
Well, yeah, but also, like, not so much we were together, clearly, but we're still, like, taking care of stuff in the morning, and, like, the first priority wasn't to do a video.
Yeah.
We didn't even film Crocker video, just we got work done, and then we just posted a little update video. We didn't do Crocker Life video, and then you guys saw the Crocker Life video, and we're dealing with the dog stuff.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on that, it's a lot. It's a lot of time and energy and money and stress and pretty much just every emotion you can think of. And every project you do is minimum of $1,000, and then you...
Oh, like one part of it is $1,000.
Yeah.
What I've been saying is $1,000 is the new 20.
Oh, and I hate it.
And it's literally, if it's a minimum $1,000...
Yeah.
Just to get one little part of something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thankful we have it and we could do it, but it's
feel it.
Yeah. It's just wild, and it's just the world we live in now, I guess. And what are you gonna do about it? It's either suck it up and do it. It's like us. We don't even look at what the gas prices are anymore. You just fill up the tank, because what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been a little crazy, and I've tossed around ideas for Danielle. I said, I think I want to do a video about literally quitting YouTube. Not truly quitting YouTube, but my true thoughts and like why I want to quit YouTube. And it's just, I've had enough, I guess. I've been doing YouTube for 7 years now. And I actually started filming for a Crocker video to do all this the other day. You were gone. And I was just like, I'm just going to film it and just like put it out. It just really wasn't, it's hard for me to put into words, and I don't want it to come off wrong. So she's kind of my safety net here. She knows how I feel about most stuff. You've dealt with a lot of stuff. You've been there, done that. I've done it longer, clearly. You weren't even ever considering YouTube or even social media, really. You don't even really do a lot of social media.
Before I met you, it was like not even really posting on anything.
Yeah.
It's not.
But it's been a whirlwind of feelings, emotions, situations, friendships, lost money, hatred, everything. It's been crazy. I could sit here and I could do a video to get so many views if I just started telling every story and what person it was that did it, and the true side of my true side of it, the true side of our side of it. There's so many rumors and lies and conspiracy theories and myths and legends and there's anything and everything out there. And
how much time, effort, and speaking of money.
How much
put into
us have invested in other people, and I don't know if that's where you're going with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that, to where it's like, you just get broken. You get to a point where maybe not broken. You get numb. You get to a point where it's like your hands are just so calloused you don't even feel the hard work no more. You know what I mean? Where you've helped so many people that you don't even want to help them no more, because it's why. You be nice. You're like nice to people, but why? You want to do stuff to give back, but why? You want to post videos, but why? There's just so many things. And what's crazy is I know I'm not the only one feeling this when it comes to YouTube. I actually watch people that have nothing to do with anything like we do here There's like photography and videography people that I watch, people that just do like family vlog type prank stuff, just stuff like that, that like these massive channels that are like beyond anything that we are, millions of subs, and they're posting the same videos, and maybe not exact same, but like they're on that burnout end of it of like, I've done so much, but why do it anymore? I've done it, and YouTube has changed, and the people on YouTube have changed. The way people comment to people has changed. Once you do it for so long, like some of these people started about the same time I started, but their channels just are huge. I mean, completely different genres and all that, but it's just wild to think, you know, that everyone kind of deals with it at a certain time. And, you know, we started talking about doing the YouTube meetup, and it just brought up a bunch of old feelings and stuff. And literally, I guess it wasn't, well, it was the last meetup, and the meetup before that, there was drama. Meetup that I went to, someone else's drama, you know, just stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with this again. It's like, I don't want that. I'm so tired of YouTube and what YouTube is to some of these channels, and how they treat people and stuff. And I'm not innocent. There was a time where I didn't care, and I think everyone goes through it, I guess, but I don't want to be a part of it no more. Yeah. I don't want to deal with the drama of it, and
which we're not.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not going to deal with it anymore. But we have in the past, and we've dealt with all the stuff. And that's why we just like started thinking about this meetup. And we were just like, this will not be a thing where like,
it's not a meet and greet.
It's not a meet and greet.
It's
we're
not like,
gonna
look at us, we're having this thing. It's like, no.
There's people who watch, and there's people who like to watch us that don't even know other viewers. There's other viewers that know other viewers. There's people that have come to the other meetups. There's YouTube channels that watch. There's whatever. And that's why we don't call it like a Crocker meetup. We don't call it anything like that. It's literally a hangout. And it's not, we're going to have this event this time. We're going to do this. I've been a part of that, and I never liked it. And that's honestly a reason why some of those channels don't like me anymore. It's because I didn't want to be a part of that, and I don't want to do all that. And then they got mad at me. And so it is what it is. There's a lot of stuff that goes into stuff like that. But it's like, we just want something that we can hang out at. And it doesn't even have to be, you may like our stuff, but you may not like us enough to come hang out with us. But you may like people that watch us, that you're friends with, and you want to have that to hang out with. You know, it's
a big hangout.
Yeah.
It's not like we call it a fest, but it's not like a festival.
We call it that just because it's funny.
Yeah. And even, I guess, Bristol America meetup, it's not like a meetup. Like, it's just like everybody getting together and hanging out.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's a meetup of people,
yeah,
but not a like meetup of come look at us YouTubers or anything. Yeah. And to each their own. There's people out there, we've talked about it, and some people want that. Some people need that. Some viewers want that. Some viewers need that.
Yeah, everybody's got their own vision and idea of what they
want out of these types of things. And that's the beauty of it. People can create their own.
Yeah.
And for us, that's just not who we are.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a meetup of somebody's and then they sit there or like get in front of us and talk and whatever. Then they're like, okay, questions and answers. It's like, I want to mingle. I want it to be so relaxed. I want to show up, do whatever. That's why we're like, if we do it at a hotel that's close by, that's why we were trying to figure out when to do it. We want the hotel close by because we like to go to C&J's. We like our town of Bristow. We want people to be able to, at their own free will, go to Coop's. Go to the local diner in the morning and eat where we go eat. Go to C&J's. We'll all be at C&J's. Get whatever food you want. Get whatever drinks you want. Hang out.
Hang out with us.
Maybe we'll be able to get them to have a band there that day.
Yeah.
They do karaoke. They have pool tables. They have video games. They, like all these different things. And that's something that we do. We hang out with Junos and Paragon, and we go there, and that's what we like to do. So we just want to extend the invitation of, we're just going to hang out, and if you want to come out, let's go. If you're wanting to get to know us more, then walk up and talk to us.
Yeah, we're not going to have a scheduled time.
No, if you want to just be a part of the whole thing and experience, come on out and observe from the outside. You know, whatever y'all want. When it comes to stuff like that, that's just not who we are, and we don't want to put that on. And then it comes with stress, and it comes with people not following through, people offering stuff and not doing it. It comes to where, honestly, in the past, it's been where people use us. They are like, okay, I know a lot of people are showing up. I know a lot of views will be out of this. We'll be a channel that doesn't even really like these people. We'll show up, we'll get views, and look good in front of people, and then we'll bounce and talk trash about the people that put it on. We get that all the time. We get businesses that want to come in and sell stuff, but talk trash behind our backs. There's all sorts of stuff, and I don't want to be a part of that, and I don't want to help people that aren't nice. I don't want to be a part of it. And I couldn't tell you how many people have talked trash behind my back and was nice to my face to benefit from it, and I'm not a part of that.
For the name.
Yeah, I'm not a part of that no more, and I won't be. You guys,
and it's like using you guys too.
Yeah, it's taking your money. It's taking your views, your time. They're taking advantage of you being a nice person coming out to these things, and they're taking advantage of you to benefit themselves. And I'm not going to give someone that platform to do it. I can't do anything what they do on their own time, but when it comes to something that we're kind of involved with, I'm not giving those people that platform. You guys, if you're smart enough to have paid attention enough to know there's been people we have supported and they're not around no more. You know, if that's an individual or a viewer or used to be a moderator or a business or a channel or whatever,
literally fill in the blank.
All of them. It's been all of them, and we have too much, part of my French, around here to get done and to take care of. I don't have time for that, and I will not tolerate it, and I don't want to be a part of it. That's why in my head I am quitting YouTube. I am fully quitting the whole YouTube thing. I don't
want to throw you off, but
I'll remember what I was going to say. I don't know what you're going to say.
Another aspect of it was the monster that we created about content literally just being building.
Yeah. We'll get back on that, remember that. But I was going to say, what we were talking about of being part of this and that and the community and whatever. We just went to the grocery store and we ran across Leonard Mountain. Leonard Mountain Homestead? Or just Leonard Mountain? I can't remember. Terrible. It's like we even told them.
She was in the baby cow contest.
Yeah, Chrissy's baby cow. We told them, I won't remember your name, but I will remember your face. That's who I am. I can't remember names. But I can remember their face, and I know both of them. And you actually remembered them from the video, but we're not the greatest with names and stuff. But we ran into them, and it was awesome. It was super nice. They have a channel. We have a channel. They watch us, and that's how they got to know who we were. They watch Jeremy and Chrissy and them, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, and there's stuff like that it's awesome. It's awesome running into people that have watched us, and it's always like, we left, and I said, I hope they didn't think I was rude because I didn't like shake their hand or give them a hug or whatever. It was like a weird moment, like, and then I felt weird, and then we like talked, and then it was great, and that's how I think about stuff like that. That like even on the smallest interaction with people, what did they get from that? And it just kills me to know that there's people that will go to these meetups and be fake or be fake to us to benefit from it and not care about you guys, not care about us. And it just eats me up inside. It's very, if it's hard not to really understand who we're talking about and what we're talking about unless you've truly tried to pay attention. It's like one of those, you're not going to notice the blue car unless you get a blue car, and now you see nothing but blue cars.
And then even like when we first started dating, kind of hearing you talk about it and stuff, and then I had my first like true experience with it, and still to this day, like the feeling is a very disgusting.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of get through it almost. A feeling of someone like blatantly using you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's like,
and then try to make you feel bad for it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a it's not a good feeling.
No.
Somebody just like straight up using you and you're like,
dang.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I feel dirty.
Yeah.
I feel used.
Yeah. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And I know there's people out there, just the haters or whatever. It's like, well, you use these big channels, you did this. I think the Crocker channel got to like 30,000 subscribers before I ever even interacted with anybody. Mm-hmm. I watch people, I comment on their stuff, but I never met anyone, I never talked to anyone, never anything like that, until like 30,000 subscribers, and then at that point, I was already established, and then that's why I got the attention of these people. And then these people literally told me, these big channels I looked up to, I'm going to help you, but you remember who helped you whenever you blow up. You got something going on, I could see you're going to blow up, you remember who helped you do this. And then I remember saying something, and then those people were like, you keep my name out of your mouth. And then they started bashing me to other people. And then, you know what I mean? It's one of those to where, like, I'm so sick of YouTube. I'm so over it. I will never give up YouTube because I truly enjoy you guys, and I enjoy posting videos and being creative and fun. And to be able to, if it wasn't for YouTube, we never would have met Paragon Ridge Ranch.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Paragon Ridge Ranch, we never would have met Junos. Or at least maybe not have. Maybe because they're local, we may have run into them. But we know there's so many people in Bristol, I don't know.
Yeah.
And who knows if we'll ever meet them. But because of YouTube, we've made these lifelong friends. We've made friends that lasted only a chapter. And it's great, and I appreciate those times because it was fun and exciting or whatever, but it's a chapter, and it teaches you a lesson in life of what to do in those situations and stuff. And sometimes it's best to stay further apart when you feel like you want to get closer. And sometimes it's best to know, okay, maybe I can't be honest with these people. Maybe it's not a real true friendship that I thought it was. Maybe these people are, be careful what you say. Because they'll take it and go tell other people and kind of add a little bit of lies onto it. You know, there's so many things out there. So many people have quit watching us because of what other people have said. And it's people that have never even met us that will say certain things. Or people that never even met us now won't even watch us because of what someone else said. You're judging me on something that someone else said, you know. And if anyone has learned anything about me, I am Mr. Proof. There's so many lies and so many things out there and stuff that people have said or whatever. I keep receipts. And there's people out there that have literally posted videos saying that I was such a terrible person and I gut punched them and I did this and that and I'm such a bad person, they can't be friends with me no more, when they didn't tell you the so many things that I did nice for them that will never be put out unless I tell somebody. You know, they overlooked all that because of one thing that they didn't like, you know, or one thing that maybe someone told them. And, you know, you start to realize too, there's people out there that you think are your friends and they go tell these other people things about you. And now those people aren't your friends no more. And it's just like, man, I thought you were my friend. Like,
you were a real one.
Yeah, I thought you were a real friend, and I've now found out you went behind my back and you told people these certain things. So I'm just at the point where I just don't want to be a part of it no more. I just don't. And it makes it, before we jump, I don't know what you're about to say, it makes it hard when you find people that you really like, then you like, I don't know if I can trust them. I don't know if I can. There's always, like, even though you want to, there's always a little something that, like, holds you back. And it's taken me a long time to get to the point where I'm at now where it's like, okay, I feel like these people are good. They haven't done anything to prove it wrong. And I just have to hope and have faith that there are decent people left out there. Yeah. And it makes it tough, though, because it makes it to where you are callous, you are bitter. You do have to step back because you've been burned so many times. And I've been miserable. I've hated YouTube for a while now, and I'm pretty sure it shows in videos. They're not the same videos that we've used to post.
Well, is that related to the people, or is that related to content and the type of work and not what you're wanting to put into it?
Both. Yeah. It's part of all of it. It's that part of it. It's because it took that, like, I'm trying to think of a good way to.
It took the light out.
Spark. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, like the spark. It basically, like, there was this like nice.
You feel defeated.
Yeah, there was this nice shiny car that you had, and it was YouTube, and it was the channel, and it was the community, and it was all the stuff, and it was these people are the sun, and they beat down the clear coat on your car, and you can go wax it now, and you can repair it, you can do stuff and make it better, but for the longest time you looked at your car not looking good, and it will beat you down. And it's, there's certain things where, like, you had this hailstorm come in and it beat your car up. Yeah, you can get it replaced, but for a while it beat you down. Mm-hmm. And just because you can, like, make it look good on the outside doesn't mean the inside isn't still beat up. It's just got repaired. And it hurts us all. It is one of those, though, where it's, like, it's hard to bounce back from that. And that's, like, we made this agreement a long time ago. When we come across, we'll say, a younger channel, less, they've been on there less, they don't know as much as we know, we won't go tell them things about these channels. We won't say stuff. And our whole thing is just let them experience it, and they'll figure it out on their own. And we've seen that in the past. And we were going to tell some certain people this and that. And then later they come in, I don't want to say this, but we wanted to tell you a long time ago, but we wanted you to experience yourself because we didn't want to. One,
still a light, but, like, two, make it be. You don't want to, like, you want people to formulate their own opinion without the influence of your thoughts and everything.
Yeah. And this is the bad thing, too. We're friends with people that already had other people tell them bad things about us. Oh, you're friends with the Crockers? Well, guess what? And, like, we tell them stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I've never even met these people. I've never even met these people that are telling now our friends bad things, and we've never even met each other, and they're out there saying these bad things about us, And
all this isn't, like, stemming from a new event or anything.
No, this has just been this has just been a tumbleweed of years of going on. But all of that, goes on, and then there's just so much out there of videos, even down to, like, the dumbest videos of, like, how much do the Crockers make? Or, like, these, like, rumors, or, like, I can't remember the channel name. It's some tiny little channel that basically, it's this lady, she never showed her face, and she would just talk in her car.
It was about, like, conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
About, like, what happened.
And like, talk trash, and then get all these people to, like, think certain ways about us. And
that's what it is kind of weird to think about, too, where everybody gets these conspiracies about your life and the things that happen, then when you go in and be like, actually no, and then they argue with you, and you're like,
you're telling me I don't know my own life? like
you
what?
Literally know nothing.
Yeah. Like, there's so many videos out there.
It took me a moment. I would get in there and I was like, what? I'm literally arguing with somebody about, like, a fact about my life. It's not like an opinion.
No, it's a
the
fact.
way I live or whatever. It's like, then it was like, this is kind of crazy. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're fighting with me about something that happened to me, and you're telling me that I'm wrong about something that happened to me?
Like, I know where my finances went. I know where my finances come from. Like, you don't know. I know.
You're fighting with me.
And I'm arguing with you about it?
Yeah. So, we're past that, though.
Yeah.
That's happened. But even part of that kind of, like, beats you down in the moment, and, stuff like that. And I know a lot of people probably already started commenting, don't worry about those people, whatever. Put your life on the internet and tell yourself that. It's hard, and it takes a long time to...
we've gotten a lot better.
A lot better. Yeah. And again, this isn't all recent. This isn't all happening now. But even so...
Well, you just started thinking about the times, the changing of the times with it, and how, I don't know, YouTube and in general is, and it's just like...
It's not what it's...
But it's like, don't want to be a part of that.
No, and...
Basically.
So with all that going on over the years, all just everything, all that stuff, well, the last couple of months, I guess, out here, it's hard work. It's a lot of tedious stuff. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of, just...
blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, it's a lot to it. And
on top of that, it's starting over after we gave it our all.
Yeah.
And we lost so much there too, everything, and it's like, okay, start over from scratch. But this time too, you don't have a building. You don't have.
You have nothing. It's
So-
just straight wood. You don't even have storage to put your stuff in.
It's in it again. We're very thankful for the
Oh,
opportunity
absolutely.
too, but you feel it.
Yeah, no matter whether you love it or hate it, you're gonna feel it, and especially we're half a year in now at this point, something like that. That's a long time, and it's also a short amount of time, but it's a long time to start over again. And even the fact that like we got the grain bin and we had to wait on it, people were upset with us about it, and it's like we were trying to be one, lock it down for us, but also we didn't want a business guy to have to hold on to something for us, and we're not trying to put that on them. And so, we're doing all this stuff, and
Meanwhile, we have somebody holding on to an animal for us.
that's I was going to get to that. So we're out here trying to do the fence and the barn and all this stuff, and it's very tedious, and I don't think people truly understand. The majority of the job is filming and editing, not the work. Filming and editing after you already worked. So if we get out and we work, say 8 straight hours working on the property, well then we have to edit,
and it's
longer.
gonna
it's gonna take a long time to edit.
It takes longer to edit, and
Sometimes, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But let's just say on average, if we work and we do stuff and it's about 8 hours of constant work out here and we're doing all that, and then to upload or put all the footage on the computer and then edit, render it out, and then get it uploading, not even counting how long it takes to upload, you're going to edit at least another 4 hours. So that's like 12 hours. And then, not that it's the hardest job in the world, but we do coffee crockers in the morning, which is something we created. So it's whatever. And then, well, I'm just mean like
Yeah.
we do it. It's
Yeah.
no one's forcing us to do it. We
Yeah.
create the videos every day. And then the Crocker Life is an extension of that. So again, we created that. We do it. We can not do it if we want. That's why over the last few days we took care of stuff. We just didn't do videos. But you have all this stuff going on, and so it's a constant thing where it's like, okay, you're working these days hospital. You're off. Let's take this day off. Well, we don't get to take that day off because now we're behind on filming and editing and putting the videos out and all stuff. So we hardly ever get true like full real days off. And when we do, then we feel miserable.
we don't enjoy it because it's
We do enjoy it. So like if we go hang out with somebody or we do whatever,
but you feel it like you too like
we can't enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah.
Is what she's trying to say. I think we enjoy it and we enjoy doing stuff, but in the back of your head, like, we should have worked because now we're one day back of getting the animal stuff done. This is the honest truth, and I hope it doesn't come out wrong. She'll help me clean it up.
This is what my job is when I sit next to Jason in
You're
videos.
you're the cleanup batter. I get up there and I hit it to the fence, and then I'm on
say,
base.
Okay, this is what it really means.
Yeah, so I'm going to try my best to say this in the right way. It is no surprise to anybody. We haven't had Lambo here in 6 months. We didn't think it'd be this long. We didn't think
Obviously,
it would be...
we would have never asked.
No, absolutely not.
Never.
And it's been a long time. And I know people think, well, why don't you just... You're just building a fence, a small pen. You should have been done a long time ago. Yes, to an extent. But at that time, we had to get the deck built to get the grain bin here, so Grain Bin King wouldn't sell it to somebody else, and we had to put the deposit down to save it, and then he had to come build it, so we had to hurry up and finish. Literally, the day they were bringing it to deliver, we were finishing the deck, and that is a 32 by 32 foot deck. It's huge, and it was a lot of work, and it was a lot of going and getting lumber, and coming back, and getting cement, waiting for the cement to cure, doing all this stuff, and then we started working on the fence. Well, then we did this fence as much as we possibly could, and then we had to build the barn, because the way the barn is with the fence, it all hooks together, so then we had to build the barn. Well, then it ended up we didn't have the right materials. Then we had to redo how we're going to build it. Then we had to wait for the metal, and then fencing. We had to get this, and then get more, and then it's just like all this stuff to where every day for the last 6 months that Lambo hasn't been here, I personally feel like I can't live the life I want to live of true enjoyment, because how is that fair to our friends that are being
amazing,
over the top, too nice of leaving Lambo there?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's at the point where I feel obligated to not do the things that I want, even if no one would even know. Like, literally, no one would even know. There's days that I want to just, like, take a day off and get on the four-wheeler, ride around. We said today, I'd love to go fishing. You know how bad I would feel if we're fishing and the fence isn't done and Lambo's still over there and Junos are thinking, like, are we gonna, like, how long are we having this cow? Yeah. They're over the top nice about it.
They've literally, this isn't coming from anything that they've said.
No, absolutely not. Just this coming from how I feel.
Yeah, this is like how amazing they are. And so, and then it's in turn, we feel the guilt.
Yeah.
Even like, we both feel it, and then we all project that on each other, and then we'll get in fights, and it's like, where's this? It's just because these people are so great, and we've asked so much of them.
Yeah.
And it just, we feel it. And it's just like this, we need to get them back, you know? And so it's like so much work in order to do so.
And then on top of that, when we're feeling that way, or we're like stressed and we're having little, you know, fights or arguments, or just not even, just like, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not in a good mood because I feel the stress. I feel the obligation. I feel all that. Not even just to the Junos, but I feel obligated and stressed. I got to film this. I got to, like, this is our job. People always say, you only do the videos to make money. That's part of it. Clearly, any YouTube channel out there that doesn't have a real job,
it is the job.
This is the job, and it's a hard job, and it's a lot going on. I literally, before all of this, my career was filming and editing for bands. That's only half this job. The other half is building and doing everything else. So as a career, I only did half of this, and it's, you know, it's a hard thing to get out and put out. It's easy to go out and put out a video. It's hard to put out a video that I'm happy with, that I'm proud of. And over the last many months, there's not one video that I can remember that I'm proud of. Every video put out, I'm just like, it'll do. It'll have to do. I hope we don't lose subscribers because I feel like the videos aren't good. You know, people are like, just put it on tripod and time-lapse it. Oh, those just kill my heart. I hate it. Teach their own for people that do it, but for me, it hurts my heart to be a videographer and an editor for the last decade, and then to put out a video that I put on a tripod and sped up, threw music over it. That hurts my heart, and I know I can do it and I can get away with it, but I'm not happy. And at the end of the day, we learned a lot at Shoot Dang Ranch of, this is part of the reason why I think the channel did so well, was we were pumping videos out. We were giving the people what they want. We gave them the, I can't think right now, the amount they wanted in the video. But behind the scenes, we were still finishing too much shit up. It was, okay, we got all this fence done today. We did this. This is putting the clips on the fence, whatever. Well, then we have to turn it off. And guess what? We have 800 clips to put on the fence because we don't want to show all of that. And so we're trying to get it done to get the video out for the day.
Well, then guess what? The clips aren't on.
And then they're not on. And guess what? You got to put a video out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And guess what? The clips don't get put on. And then guess
what? You got to start on the next video to be able to put it out, so there's no time to
and
put
guess
these
what that means
on.
That's a new project you got to put out. So then you get behind and you get behind and you get behind, and you have to keep the people happy, you have to keep the views happy, you have to keep YouTube happy to keep you in the algorithm, you got to keep the money coming in to keep doing all the projects, to keep doing this and that,
aim for this massive amount of land.
Yeah, it's
everything. It
was one of those that it became, there's no questioning it. I had probably the roughest year of my life, and it unraveled on YouTube. And before that, I had a rough year before
Me.
that came. The worst parts of my life have been on the internet. And to know that those videos are out there, even videos at the time, everyone makes mistakes, right? Even those videos, haters have already filmed them and put them on the internet themselves. Haters have already done reaction videos to it. People that were used to be in my life still do videos about me, doing stuff like that, putting rumors out, doing whatever. And there's been times that I bit back and I did a video and I'm about to post it, and I talked to Danielle, and Danielle's like, why? And I'm like, because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better to tear these people up. Why should they tear me down and I can't do something back?
Well, it's not even tear them up. It's like putting the truth.
Well, true. Yeah, correct. Okay, setting it straight.
See, this is, again,
Yeah.
the cleanup. It's,
Yeah.
It's setting it straight, and we've gotten in trouble for even sitting and
Doing that.
setting it straight of proof
Yeah.
of things.
And again,
But-
I'm Mr. Receipts. My
So-
whole, and this is the bad thing too. The life I live, I have to have receipts. Everything I do, I have to have proof of it. And I don't want to live that life. I don't want to have to always think, will this person screw me over because they're gonna turn this around? There's, this and that. My phone, we're filming on it. I probably have 3 million screenshots. It's just stuff
So-
that it's
But
living
even
this life
then-
is crazy.
Yeah, but even then, you've gotten to where, you've learned, and we've learned to not.
What good is it gonna do?
Yeah, at what point it's putting your side of the story out sometimes almost gets you in more trouble than anything, which
Yeah.
is sad, and it's a very hard pill to swallow, to let people say and do,
The craziest,
To try
meanest,
and-
worst things you can think
yeah,
of.
to try and ruin you. Then you just have to sit back and say, well, I can't put anything out.
Yeah.
Because it's going to get us even more trouble.
Yeah.
So,
And then,
but we got in there. It's like, what did we learn in the past?
well, yeah, but
So,
you still get these comments that pop up that are like, you shouldn't support this guy, he's this way, or he did this to this person, or he's done this, or whatever. I mean, there's literally rumors anywhere from I stole money from a church to I'm a cheater, I'm a narcissist, I can't even say the word, I do terrible things to women, I there's every bad thing you could think someone could say about you has been said about me by people that I have done, maybe not nothing but be nice to them, but I've done so many nice things for people, and those are the people that turn around and do the worst and say the worst things about you. And that's not just me in life. Think about anyone that's been in your life that you've done stuff for, and they go around and have rumors and say stuff about you.
it's they start getting entitled for everything that you do for them, and they
Yes.
expect that from you.
And then when you don't do it, it becomes
because
a
you're like,
really bad
you
thing.
got to handle your own thing.
Yeah.
Or something.
So
But,
pretty much what I'm getting at, think of the worst things that's happened to you, and then imagine if it was on the internet for the world to see and to dissect and talk trash about you and all this stuff. It gets to you. And that's the least of my worries these days.
I was going to say,
But it has...
that's a very big point we're talking about, but in reality, I guess
These days, it's not that big.
yeah,
But you have to realize
you still carry it.
there's nothing you can do about that. I carry stuff from when I was a child. You carry stuff from your past. Everyone carries stuff from the past, and it makes you who you are.
Yeah.
And it tears you down. It tears you down. It tears you down. But it makes you who you are. And I am now who I am because of everything that has happened. And even up till, I don't know when that was, sitting in the studio, I had my moment. 2 months ago,
It was cold, so
3 months ago, I don't know, to where I just told them, I said, this is it. I'm going to blow up. I just can't do this. And we just sat there and we talked, and we just had a conversation, and I said, all right, you're right. I don't need to do this. I know I'm a different person now. And thankfully, I have someone like Danielle that helps. And it's a hard thing to let go of, but it's a better thing to learn from. And I mean, just years and years and years of it, of dealing with, again, people in your personal life, viewers, haters, other channels, other businesses, other whatever. When you deal with stuff for so long, it'll eat you up, and it's just, hopefully you come out on the other end all right. And luckily, I feel like I've come out on the end all right. And Danielle was at work, and I was out here, and this was whatever day it was, I was doing the barbed wire, and I texted her, I said, I've had enough, I'm done. I'm not filming any of this stuff. I'm just going to work. I'm just going to get it done. I don't care if I post a video. From this point on, our lives have to change. We cannot live the same life that we have lived up until this point. I am done, and I will not do it again. I'm like, I can't do this. And again, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for you guys, especially y'all that watch this. You are the most real of real. You are the most loyal people. Y'all are the biggest supporters we've ever had. When we've had nobody, y'all were there. Nobody in our personal lives, y'all were there. You know, it's been a hard battle.
Yeah.
And why should all the shit in the world mess up stuff for you guys? Why are we putting out videos that we're not even happy with for you guys to watch? Y'all the ones hurting at the end of the day. You're the ones hurting when people show up to these meetups and they're using us because they're using you. They're taking advantage of you. And they're taking advantage of us. And if they're taking advantage of us, that bothers you guys because you guys actually like us. You guys actually support us. And why are we going to let this happen? Why are we not putting out videos that we're proud of and happy with? Because we feel like we have to put out
the machine going.
Yeah, you got to keep the machine going. And the machine is YouTube and the bank account. And we can't buy all this stuff if we don't have money.
We're going to do a breakdown too. I know we've been saying that. I think maybe that's one thing we need to do this week.
To show kind of part of it.
Yeah.
And then even this is our 100% our choice or whatever. We want to do a video, 10 things you should know before buying a camper to live in. Just the littlest things are crazy, but that's our choice. We're the ones that created this, but it adds to what's going on. But I guess the main thing is, and I was going to do a Crocker video, and then we talked about maybe a Crocker Life video, and then Danielle's like, I feel like this is more of a coffee to Crockers. And this wasn't even what we were going to talk about on this one, but it just kind of came out and whatever, let's go. That's why this is a long video.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you how I feel. Hopefully how you feel, how we feel together, how we feel as YouTube, how we feel as us, all of us, y'all watching and us. We, at the end of the day, being creative and putting out videos, I 100% enjoy. I love being creative. If YouTube ever stopped or we won the lottery and we didn't have to do YouTube no more, I still would. They would just be different videos. They would be fun skits. They would be like special effects and doing all that stuff because that's what I enjoy. Her, I don't know so much about. But
I like watching you do that, and I like watching what it was and what it turned into.
Yeah.
I think that's like the coolest thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, with all this stuff, there's videos that pop up or comments that pop up and people will say, this is why I like y'all. Y'all are real. And this is why I like y'all because y'all don't care about this. Or this is why I like y'all because whatever. And I'm like, but you only know part of us because we haven't even truly put our full self out there in a long time. We haven't truly shown y'all.
Like on the Crocker.
Yeah. The Crocker Life and all that. Yeah, it's us, whatever. But like Crockers, it's just like, all right, this is what we're building today. All right, have a good one. It's the same.
And I'm just standing there awkwardly.
Yeah, it's not that fun. It's not. It lost that spark, and I want it back. And I think from what we've discussed this whole video has caused that spark to go away. And you either learn from it or you let it beat you up. And I'm tired of letting it beat me up, and we've learned from it. And from this point on, if it's an update video, that's what we're going to do. If it's a fun skit video, because that's what we feel like doing, that's what we're going to do. Our main priority is still get the animals situated or whatever, but we're this close to being done.
And then get us going.
That's still our same thing. We're not going to, like, not work on the grain bin. We're not going to whatever. But if there's a day that we want to enjoy for ourselves and not post a video, that's what we're going to do. Maybe enjoying ourselves is posting a silly video. Maybe it is just an all-work video. Maybe it's a whole homesteading video that day. Maybe the next one is, I don't know what. I created the madness of
The
building is what did it, because that's what took off. And anyone with a brain, anyone that has any types of smarts, anyone that has any type of business sense, you go after what works.
And then also, it was like in the head too, it was like doing this pays for what we already need done, or you already need done. So it's like, again, it's building your life,
but it gets paid for because
in turn. So you're like, okay,
yeah. So it's stuff like that, you know, some people just probably say, just post whatever, it's okay, you know, whatever. We do know at the end of the day, the absolute majority of people that follow us are from our building stuff. If it was the other way around, the Crocker life would be massive right now. But it's not. But at the end of the day, I think the majority of people that are watching the Crocker life are the majority of our views on the Crockers right now, because we haven't really put out quality videos. Mm-hmm. We haven't really done a lot of stuff. And a lot of people won't understand this. A lot of people can't relate, and they'll say we're stupid and lazy or whatever. I don't think people realize how hard it is for us to get up in the morning and just finish the very little we have left, because it's something that we hate. It's something that it's so tedious. It's so hard to do. I would rather start a whole new project completely over than to finish the little things, because it's something we've already done.
And then also, again, we're trained at this point too, and it's the little things we're not going to put in a video because you've already seen a little bit of it. So it's like, it's literally, it's like embedded to like where it's, you wake up and it's like, we need to do this.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do to get done. But then also that means that's not a video. And then so it just like even more
or it's a video we hate, you know.
So then it's like even more adds to the like, don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. And then it's almost like can't do that because it needs something else done. I don't know.
And
that makes sense?
Yeah, and I know any person that's not really listening anyways has not made it this far. But I will say this, and this is just the honest truth, and I've known a lot of YouTubers. I've been there, done that, have a lot of conversations with good people, bad people, whatever. Every YouTuber feels this way. And I don't care if the channel's big or small, unless you just started. You'll figure it out. So many channels want to quit. So many channels get tired of it. We have bit off a lot. We know that with 3 channels. We try to post as often as possibly can. It is a very tedious thing. It is something that most channels won't ever be able to do. Not saying that we're better than them. It's just most channels won't be able to do it because mentally it'll break you down. And it will break you down to the point. But this is a thing that... So I guess what I'm getting at is everybody out there deals with this. So if you see these big channels that are out there doing stuff and you really like them and you really appreciate them, just comment on there. Say, hey, I know how much work goes in behind the scenes. Just want to thank you for that. And they'll probably respond to that comment if they don't respond to a lot of them, because that resonates with them and it lets them know, you know. I kind of lost that thought that I was going for. Dang it. I had it and then I said that last thing and it went away. A lot of channels go through it. I cannot remember what I was going to say. I don't know. It'll come to me later.
Yeah.
But it's... everybody has dealt with it. Oh, I know. Everybody has dealt with it, and a lot of channels fall off. It's the same thing when like musicians write a big hit and it does well. Then after that, they don't have that steam anymore. They'll fall off. People that have certain jobs or whatever, there is a massive chunk of just humans in general that will do something to a certain extent and then be like, good enough, not willing to work that extra step. And that's why they never make it past that. We literally were talking the other day when I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm done. And you said, the reason we're in the position we're in is because we do stuff that people won't do. We will do that extra step. We will just grind through the shit that no one else wants to. We will literally just keep moving, keep going, keep grinding.
Well, I said you, but thanks for throwing me in there too.
Baby, we a team. We part of it. We're together. And it's one of those where people won't do it. And that's something that I will take and always take pride in. I will do the step above what other people won't. I will keep grinding. I will keep pushing forward. And I know that's something about me and us that makes us different than everybody. And we're in the position we're in because we won't settle.
But
we
then
won't
also
stop.
That we're in the position we're in where you feel it
because we're like this.
Yeah.
So, some people will say this is like just a straight complaining, crying video. Well, so be it. You've probably never been in our shoes before.
But it's what it is, quitting YouTube, but more so that version of YouTube where just don't want to be a part of it anymore.
It is. Every aspect of that is we're 100% done with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend to like other channels. I'm not saying I'm going to be mean to them, but I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to help people as much as I used to, unless it's somebody that I really see. We have gone out of our way for a lot of people only to just basically let ourselves down.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way to put it. You have such high expectations and hopes for people. You have more faith in people than people have in themselves, and you'll get let down over and over. They always say, don't have the same expectations that, what is it?
I always tell you hold people, what?
I think it's like, don't hold people to the same standards
You hold yours.
that you hold for them or what. I don't know. Y'all know what it is. But
Yeah, I can't think of it.
you feel like these people have so much that you can help and do stuff with. And then you find out they only were getting where they're at because you were helping. And once they had to do something on their own, they were pissed at you, or they quit trying, or they don't want to do it, or they're not willing to go that extra mile or whatever. And then whenever you stop, now they're mad at you. It's one of those to where that's a hard pill to swallow, on both sides and of it. And I don't want to be a bitter person. I don't want to hate my life. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to hate my career. I was going to say job, but it's a career. It's been 7 years. I don't want to dread waking up and having to do something I don't want to do. That's literally the whole dream, is to wake up and live the life you want and be happy. And
we understand, too, that
every day ain't going to be that way.
Yeah, I mean, we understand that this is hard and it's something that we signed up for. And,
absolutely.
We're not saying scared of the work, scared of that. Like, definitely.
I think we've proven that.
Yeah, we're not afraid of a hard time.
No.
Definitely. It's just also kind of the making of it.
Yeah, you don't need the extra
yeah
stuff that you don't need on there.
Yeah, and kind of, I don't know.
Do I need to bring it in this
Bring
time?
it in, baby.
You've been the cleanup, but now I'll clean up what you just said.
Clean it up.
We hate a lot of people. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think y'all get it at this point. This is literally, I think, the longest.
It keeps going back to the other people, but I think that's just the easiest thing to talk about.
It's the thing that happened the longest.
Yeah.
So, it's just...
But it's not the most relevant. But it is currently happening. But, so...
There's just a lot.
It's easier to go. Once you start talking about that, it's easier to keep going with it. The big takeaway is there's going to be some changes.
And I think you guys will see it, and I hope it's changes for the good, is what we're trying to go for. Again, none of this is to hopefully none of this is in a bad way. We're trying to be the best versions of ourselves,
and I know that story's on repeat for us too.
Yeah. But
and
you would hope it's for everybody.
Yeah,
every day you should wake up and
say.
try to be the best version.
And again, this is all about,
Well, I think the best way to be the best version is reflection and what got you in the situation you were in. And it's the same thing as being in a relationship. Is
you got to ponder on some things.
Why do you keep breaking up with people? Why do you just different scenarios?
I thought you were talking about us for a second.
No. It's one of those like, every guy's bad. No, they're not. Every guy or every girl does this. No, they're not. You just go after that type. And it's the same thing.
Sometimes you gotta reflect on yourself.
You have to. And it's the same thing with like, why can't I ever just like have a job that's better? Well, maybe you just keep getting crap jobs and you're not going for a better job. There's just so many different things out there that you have to to be a better version of who you are, you have to look at the past and see why you were who you were. And once you look at that and you evaluate everything, once it's evaluated and you figured it out, now you don't have to look back. Now you just move forward, and every day you wake up and it's like, okay, this is something I want to do, even though it's cheesy, it's kind of like you do at the end of the year, high and low. What was the high and low of the year? What was this?
Well, I used to do that daily with you too.
Like, but that's just like a big thing. It's like, it's your birthday. What was the high and low of the last year? Or it's a new year. What was the high and low or whatever? Well, you are what you look for. And you will see the blue car if that's what you're looking for. You will see nothing but negative if that's what you're looking for. You will see nothing but positive if that's what you're looking for. You'll see change if that's what you're looking for. You'll see, whatever your mind is thinking about and all of that, that's what you're going to look for. And it will be so busy looking for that you won't see anything else. So every day I want to wake up and be like, what was the high and low of yesterday? Okay. Or even at night or whatever. I think in the morning is the best thing, because then it's high and low yesterday. Okay, well, the best thing was this. The low part was that. Okay, well, let's fix the low part. Let's not do that again. Okay, the high was this. Okay, let's focus more on that.
Maybe we'll start doing that on Coffee with the Crockers.
Maybe that'd be a good thing.
That would kind of hold us accountable to do that.
Maybe we won't do it every day. We're going to forget to do it on Coffee with the Crockers, but we'll try our best to do that. And it sounds stupid and lame and whatever, but hey, I would rather be stupid and lame and try to get myself on the right track. It's literally like trying to get healthy, eating better. You're not gonna do better if every day I'm sitting here being like, you want to go get candy bar? No. You're not. It's going to be like, okay, I feel good today. Why? Okay, because yesterday we ate good. We ate healthy. Okay, let's do it again. And it's one of those. It's like, you have to be healthy mentally to be healthy physically, and you need both of those to live a good life. And that's kind of where we're at and where we want to be. And I feel like we hit pretty much almost every thing that I've been wanting to say. Maybe not to the full extent. We have been on here for an hour now, but
if you're still watching, comment.
I don't know. That's us making fun of Chrissy. But I feel like we've expressed enough of how we feel, and I hope from this point on it translates in video, and I hope that maybe through our story, and y'all have watched everything we've gone through and done and started over and built up and dealt with this and that or whatever, that maybe if you're going through a problem and you're like, oh, my life freaking sucks, you're not alone. We're all dealing with something in one way or another, and if we can get better and realize certain things and do better and everything, hopefully it inspires other people to do better, and I'm willing to be vulnerable to help somebody else not have to be in that position. That's a hard thing to do, is be vulnerable and to admit things and to do whatever, and I'm willing to do that to hopefully help someone else not have to feel how I felt or how we felt. So right at under an hour.
Wow, it's been a while since done Coffee with the Crockers. It's been an hour.
I don't think we've ever done an hour.
I bet we have.
I don't know if we have or not,
I
but we're going to
don't
end
know.
this before the hour. So we appreciate you guys, all y'all support, everybody. Literally, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't think we'd still be doing this. Bye.